What's up, guys? Welcome back to another weekly analysis. So we are going to begin our analysis with Bitcoin, BTC USD. So let's go to the weekly time frame and see what we have from there. Last week was actually one hell of a week. It was actually very, very, very tough last week, and the market was kind of some way, but we keep pushing. So we go again this week. So on the weekly time frame, we can see that last week was very, very bullish for Bitcoin. We had this massive bullish move. So I'm just going to mark out this high for as an easy target for Bitcoin to take. So since last week it was massively bearish like this, and massively bullish like this high should serve as what an easy target for Bitcoin to take this coming. So I've marked that out. So let's go to the daily time frame. So in the daily time frame, these are recent high that we marked out. These are recent high that we marked out that you are looking if price can use that as what an immediate target. And let's mark out this immediate though to see which side price takes first. So this is a daily time frame. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour, nothing much as well. On the 4-hour, nothing much. So as you saw on the weekly time frame, for this upcoming week, this high can be what an immediate target for price to get to, or maybe we can come below and strip. We can come below and strip this low into this February gap before targeting this high. So currently on the higher time frame, we are not seeing any factor. So we can drop onto the lower time frame and see if we find any important structure. So on the 1-hour time frame as well, I think really we can see price just playing around here. Let's go to the 15. Same on the 15 minutes time frame. So we can see that we swept this low value on the 50 minutes time frame, and we have break of structure. We have a break of structure on the 50 minutes time frame. So let me label that a break of structure, and then you can see price came into this lows but hasn't taken this low yet. So I don't know if price from here can reverse to the upside, but before price goes to the upside, I would want to see price take out this high that I've marked out first. So if we can find price taking this high before coming into a point of interest, and then going to our target which we marked out on the weekly time frame. If not, also just like I said, price can come down, sweep all these lows that have gathered over here all these weeks, sweep all of them, then before it gives a confirmation to the target. Or worst case scenario, price can also reverse from here to the downside. So I mean, everything can happen in this market, so we are just going to keep watch. Yeah, anything can happen, so we are just going to keep watch. So this is my expectation of BTC USD. Anything that happens next, we are just going to react from the information that price will give. We are not going to force anything. We are going to react only. So that's it for BTC USD. Now let's move on to our next pair. So our next pair is NAS100. So let's go to the weekly time frame and let's see what we'll find. So on the weekly time frame, you can see that even though NAS100 was bullish, even though NAS100 is bullish, we have some kind of retracement. We have some kind of retracement over here. You see this bearish candle. So last week was very bearish on NAS100. We have this kind of retracement. So I've marked out the highs and the low of last week candle. So possible target is that price can come out, take last week's low before we reverse to the upside. So let's go to the daily time frame. So in the daily time frame, you can see that this is last week's low. So as I was saying, we can continue trending bearish to take last week's low and come to this point of interest before reversing, or we can just sweep last week's low. We can just sweep last week's low and then reverse to the upside. But anyhow, I think this low is an initial target for us to look at to find trades in the beginning of this week that we are getting into, because you can see that it's the immediate liquidity that you can find. That is what closest to price. So let's go to the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, this is what I'm seeing. So this was the zone we marked out. I think this was last week's zone to take price higher. So I'm just going to delete all these zones so that we can have a clear chart. Good. So this is the 4-hour time frame. You can see that our price is reacting from this zone. I think it's so clear on the 1-hour. Good. So on the 1-hour time frame, we see price was reacting from this zone. So after price reacting from this zone, we see this massive drop and the retracement. So the retracement of price also came. This is the retracement of price right here, came into this zone, and we saw this. So if price is really going to respect this zone, I think on a lower time frame, let's go to the 15 minutes time frame. So this move is so strong. I think let's check the 5 minutes. This move is so strong. So I think from here, price is just heading for this zone right here. So currently I cannot see any entry opportunity because you can see this retracement move was so strong. Unless maybe we break below this low right here. We break below this low right here, then we can, and price reverses to maybe find any point of interest within this range, then we can take that before targeting our closest target. So these are closest target that we mark from the weekly time frame. So yeah, that's it on NAS100. So currently we are bearish since last week. We've been bearish since last week, you can see. So this was happening after price reacted from here, retracted to the downside, came back to react from here. So we are just looking for what confirmation or entry entry confluences to find an entry within this zone to the downside. So that's it for NAS100. Then I'll move on to the next pair, which is I think US30. Good. So on US30, let's go to the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame on US30, let me mark this high. So you can see on last week US30 was bearish as well. US30 was bearish last week as well. So we are talking about immediate targets. US30 is reacting. It's currently in this weekly fair value gap, and price is also very far away from the low of the weekly candle. So two things can happen: either this fair value gap holds strongly and price gets to this high during the week first, or price can come back, take this low before getting to this high. So that's my view on US30 for the direction of the week. So on the daily time frame, we can see this sharp bullish move that formed when we got into this fair value gap. So on a daily time frame, this is the weekly target. So on the daily time frame, I think this could be an immediate target. Looking at this bullish move, so I think on a daily time frame we can immediately take out this bullish move before doing whatever we want to do. If after taking out this high, we continue to take out this high, after taking out this high, we reverse, come back to take out this low to look for any point of interest in this zone before we keep moving higher. So it's all depend on the structure that's what the market will provide for us during the week. So currently this is what is happening on US30 on the 4-hour time frame. So this is the 4-hour. So on the 4-hour, there is nothing really bullish now on the 4-hour. We've had no change of character or anything yet. So for market to change character, our target must be taken first, then we continue. So currently this was happening. So if we are going by the structure, we had a break of structure, we retraced and we dropped, and now we have a break of structure. So if we use our FIB 2, we can see that this golden level. So we are going to have like a zone here that price can react from to the downside. So currently this is what the 4-hour is also telling us. So if we go to the 1-hour time frame, on the 1-hour you can see that this is our zone. So if price is going to hold from here, we'll wait for a proper mitigation of price. Then we have to find what a change of character. If it happens, then we find a point of interest to enter from, and then we target the downside, which is our weekly target. So this is what I'm seeing currently on US30, and we've currently tapped the zone, but I think this mitigation is weak, so I would expect a proper mitigation. So that's it. That's my expectation. I expect a proper mitigation from this zone. So US30, that's it. If we have any confirmations from this zone, we can look for ourselves to the downside. So don't forget, I'll be updating within the week on my Twitter page, which is at 7pips7. The handle is down below. Tap on go search it on Twitter and follow me and wait for updates. I'll also be coming away with an update video within this week. Forgive me, last week I couldn't come away with an update video because I faced some technical issues. So yeah, that's it. But this week I'm going to do my best and deliver that for you. So this is it for US30. Let's check our next pair, which I believe should be gold. Good. So on gold, let's go to the weekly time frame. So I think the gold story is kind of similar to the Bitcoin story. Last week, the selling move that we were expecting did not happen. Last week, we were expecting price to react from a certain point of interest like that on the daily time frame. So on gold, this is our current high on the weekly time frame, and I believe that price is currently very close to that high on the weekly time frame. So we are going to take that high first. Let's go to the daily time frame. So the daily time frame, this is the zone that we were looking at for price to reverse from, but it didn't happen. So let me delete that. So on the daily time frame, we can see the weekly target here, and we are so close to it. So I'm expecting price to take that one first. When market opens, it can even take that out at market open, because price is very, very close to it. So you can see the bullish momentum in gold since last week. So when we go to the 4-hour time frame, same story on the 4-hour time frame as well. No major structure that is telling us otherwise on the 4-hour time frame. The 1-hour time frame as well, you can see this is the last leg of price action. So we are currently watching to see what price will do, because there's not really any major structure on the high time frame. So this is a 15 minutes time frame. So on the 15 minutes time frame, you can see what price swept these lows over here before it's breaking structure to the upside. So I think this can be a potential point of interest that price can come into. This can be a potential point of interest that price can come into before taking these highs. You see that we take these highs and continue moving higher within the week, or we take these highs, we ship and reverse. So currently, this is what I'm seeing on gold. Nothing much, just like on BTC. Nothing much. So I'll be looking at it. Whatever price does within the week, I'll be bringing an update, and I'll be updating you as well. So this is it on gold. Now let's move to silver. So silver and gold, they move together. They are twins. So on silver as well, same story. The weekly was very bullish, and we are going to mark this high as an immediate target for price to come to. So on the daily time frame, on silver as well, you can see that our zone did not hold, so let's delete it. On the daily time frame, there's the immediate high. Nothing much happening. On the 4-hour, so no massive structure. On the 4-hour time frame, we don't really have much information to work with. So let's go to the 1-hour. Same information on the 1-hour time frame. So pretty much, so we are just going to have to wait and see the information, because this information here is like silver is giving, price is what wants to come down. So I'm thinking maybe silver, maybe this 15 minutes zone here, price can come down here, reverse to take out our immediate target, or sweep it before it keeps dumping, or price is just going to fall from here to target the downside, since there are so many imbalances on the higher time frames on gold. So let's take the far like this, you can see that we have so many imbalance, so many fair value gaps on silver. So we see that price is just going to reverse directly from here and keep falling, or we are going to have this short move from here to the upside to sweep here and we fall, or from here we take the upside and we keep going higher. So this is what I'm seeing on silver and gold. Not much information. So let's check our next pair. Our next pair is Euro USD. So on the weekly time frame, on Euro USD as well, you can see that our zones were disrespected. So I said that last week was really a tough week, and it's also giving similar structure to that of gold and silver. So these are weekly high that we've marked. And then the daily time frame, So you can see that on USD, even though our zone was disrespected, but we are still very much in a very structure on the daily time frame, because we have this break of structure here. We trace into a point, a zone, this zone here, and it came down, break this structure. Now you are retracing. So there's higher probability that what you are going to drop to the downside. So on the 4-hour time frame, we are seeing what price somewhere here. We are seeing price somewhere here. So I don't know how strong this zone is to take price to the downside, but I can see that this is our weekly range, and these are weekly range. And I think on a daily time frame, we swept the high of this last. We swept the high. Friday swept the Thursday's high. So we have this candlestick formation here, which indicates sign of what a potential reversal. So on the 4-hour time frame, so we are seeing this candlestick pattern. Price action traders will call it what? A double top pattern, which was this M pattern. So I don't know if we are going to have this reversal from this zone. So let's go to the 1 minute, the 1 hour time frame. So this is the 1 hour time frame, and on the 1 hour time frame, you can see that what this is the last high that caused price to sweep this low. So if we take this high, you'll be able to get what a full body closure beneath this high. Let me mark this outro. If we're able to get a full body closure beneath this high, we can be looking towards find entry opportunities to target the downside. This is my personal view on USD, and you can be looking for entry opportunities to target the downside. So currently right now, this is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm seeing on USD, even though I don't really know how confirmed that bearish move is, but I'm still watching to see what price can do. Because on a daily time frame, we have a sweep and we are reacting from this zone, and we also seeing this pattern over here. So let's see if price can have a body closer beneath here, then we look for an entry to the downside. So that's it for USD. I think we'll be looking for our last pair for today, which is GBPUSD. So on GBPUSD, let's go to the weekly time frame as usual. On the weekly as well, we have our high similar to the structure of gold, and then on the daily time frame. So on GBPUSD as well, on Thursday, the daily time frame, I think Friday's candle wasn't able to close above the body of Thursday's candle. So I don't know what that is really trying to say, but as we know, EU and GU kind of moves the same. And on GBPUSD, we do not have any zone to say that we are rejecting from. We do not have any zone to say that we are rejecting from. So it's currently this zone, but price is well in this zone now. I think price swept over this zone, these highs. Price has swept these highs. So if price has swept this high, let me mark it out. It can also indicate what a sign of a reversal, if this is indeed a valid sweep. If this is indeed a valid sweep. So on the 4-hour time frame, nothing really over here. So let's go to the 1-hour time frame. So on the 1-hour time frame, according to the structure, you can see we had this low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and now we have this reversal. So if we get a candle closure above this, below this low right here, if we get a full body candle closure below this, so just like on EURUSD, I can be looking for entry opportunities in a range to keep going lower. Or since we've already swept this low, we already have a sweep here, and price is in this, is currently here, we can also have a move to the upside, taking this immediate weekly target. So let's go to the lower time frame. Let's check the 5 minutes. Let me delete this. So on the 5 minutes, you can see the sweep right here. You can see the sweep right here, and you can see that this is the last low that caused this sweep, and price has currently broken this above. So we have a change of character on the 5 minutes time frame. So if indeed we are going to respect this, then you can see that price can come into any of these zones down here. Price can come into any of these zones down here. Let me use the fib too. So from this 0.7 level to any of these zones down here, price can come here before going to that weekly target. However, if price gets into this zone, I'll wait for a confirmation. I would love to see a confirmation, since the daily are swept, so I would love to see a confirmation before taking price to the upside. But this does not mean that price can still not go lower. We can still go lower. It could be that this could just be the immediate reaction to take out our target before coming lower. So this high that we marked as our target, this last week's high, could also be swept, even though price has already swept on a daily time frame. We could still sweep this high before we keep dropping. So this is my view on EURUSD as well, and I think this is the last pair. So do well to share with me your view also in the comment section. If there's anything you don't agree with, let me know in the comment section. Also let me know how your trading week was for you last week, and don't forget to follow my Twitter page at 7pips. I'll keep updating you over there. I'll see you in the next one, and please, before you leave, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and also you can share the video to other people to also enjoy this wonderful analysis. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.